Okay. Okay. So good afternoon, my dear students. Today I am going to discuss about the Constitution of India. And first of all, uh, I would like to say what is Constitution, and then I will be talking about the Constitution of India. Okay. So the Constitution is basically what any. I hope you don't have you have some idea about Constitution, but even I am just saying here. So basically, Constitution is of a country is a legal document, okay, which provides the basic structure of the political system and defines the power of main organ of the state and demonstrates their responsibilities and jurisdiction. Means what? Basically, it is one kind of legal document based on that particular document or the basic structure, the particular country in that particular country, some political party and basically the country is ruled by that particular constitution. Okay, so it is one kind of legal document which provides the basic structure of political system and it is basically defines the power of main organ. What is the power of that particular country? How that country should deal with their citizens? What is the power of a state? And what are the different rules regulation of the state which the state should follow in that particular democratic country? Okay, and what are the responsibilities of that particular country for their citizens, and also the jurisdiction means if something happening which is basically you can say that if something which is illegal or not, I can say illegal, I can say illegal which if it is happening with you that which is not justified. Okay, that means suppose you are walking on a road and uh, uh, somebody is coming and he is telling you that you can't move forward from this road as you are Hindu or you are Muslim or anything else, you are Dalit, like this. Okay, so based on that, that means as you are the citizen of India, then you can access all the facilities available in our country. Okay. So this is the introduction of the Constitution. What is Constitution? I hope it is clear. Now, in the Constitution of India, we will be talking about what is the different Constitution of India, and also we will be talking about the features of the Constitution. What are the origin of the Constitution? From where the Constitution is coming, and also we will be talking about mm, the particular system, that means which type of system we are following and the related articles part, all these we will be discussed. Also I will be discussing with you the citizen of India, what is the methodology to get a citizen of India, what is preamble, that will be discussed in this particular subject. Also I will be discussing with you the union and its territory. So details of state, country, that is your union and its territory. Okay, means your all the particular area which is ruled by India. Okay, so that particular what are the rules, regulation. Okay, citizenship and the fundamental rights will be discussed. Then directive principle of state policy will be discussed. Then fundamental duties will be discussed. Okay, after that I will be discussing about the union executive. Means in that means in particular union, there is a president, there is prime minister, okay, cabinet minister, and all these vice president, president, okay, comptroller and auditor general of India, that is CAG, okay, prime minister and council of minister, okay, types of minister. There are basically three types of minister: cabinet minister, minister of state, deputy minister. I'll be talking about the parliament. In the parliament, there are mainly two house, lower house and upper house. Lower house called Lok Sabha, upper house called Rajya Sabha or Council of State. Then we will be talking about the qualification for the election of the Rajya Sabha, then Lok Sabha. All these we will be discussed in the Union Executive. Okay. Next, I will be discussing with you the state executive and state legislature. That means the particular in the state, what is the procedure to choose a CM, governor, okay, then your MLA, MP, not MP, MP is coming under the parliament, and MLA is the it is coming under the legislative assembly of that particular state. It may be West Bengal, it may be Odisha, it may be uh, UP, and after that we'll be talking about the center state relation. Okay, what are the relation between center and state, that will be discussed here. After that I will be discussing with you the judiciary in India. There are in mainly Supreme Court, High Court, subordinate court. So lots of court are there. What are the function of that particular court, and why it is so important, and why it should be independent, that will be discussed here. And after that we will be discussing about the election commission. So right now in West Bengal the election is going on. So what is election, and what who is the election commissioner of India? What is the rules regulation performed by election commission of India? How the election is conducted? That will be discussed here. And there are some terminology which is very important, like 0 hour, secularism, republic, referendum, whip, yellow peril, young Turk, okay, then welfare state, ratification, quorum, protocol, leftist, lamb duck session, then you can say impeachment, what do you mean by martial law, what is manifesto, what is liberalism, what is federal state, what is extradition, what is Inthronesia. Okay, Inthronesia means what? What is confidence? What is electoral malpractice? What is embargo? Okay, that is also it will be discussed. We'll be discussing what is hierarchy, what is constitutional government, what is communalism, what is Cold War, then what is coalition, what is cabinet government, what is by-election, uh, what is adult franchise, what is bureaucracy, what is bicameral legislature, what is buffer state. I hope these the term which I have used, you don't have any idea actually. So if you are having any idea, then it's good. But if you don't have any idea, then you should understand this subject, because it is very important that in our country how the country is working, what is the function of prime minister, what is the function of cabinet minister, and what is the function of judiciary, president, vice president, everything you need to know. Otherwise you will not be that means a sound citizen.
Yeah.
That means whom to vote, and there must be, that means some general knowledge on the basis of this particular constitution of India. So are you asking something? Any question? Anybody asking anything? No.
স্যার,
So yes,
স্যার
yes.
বলছি রাজ্যপালই হয়, রাজ্যপাল, গভর্নর,
Rajabal.
মানে গভর্নরই হয়, ভাইস প্রেসিডেন্ট না ভাইস প্রেসিডেন্ট তো হয় ঠিক তা জানি, কিন্তু রাজ্যপালই হয়, প্রত্যেকটা স্টেটে একটা গভর্নর থাকে একটা।
Obviously, in West Bengal, you know that Jagdeep Dhankar is the governor right now in West Bengal. So
আচ্ছা,
in every state, right now in our India, do you know how many states are there?
28, মানে 28টি রাজ্য।
28, 28 state and union territories. Total union territories right now?
So 7 now.
Not 7. Anybody else?
Total 9, sir, maybe, sir. Because the Jammu and
Total
Kashmir
9.
and
No, exactly wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Anybody else? Right now, how many states are there and how many union territory are there? Do you have any idea? If you don't have any idea, then I'm just going to say. If you are having some idea, then you can tell me. So basically, this subject is not only for your career perspective, but also for a general citizen of India. You need to know all this because you should not cast your vote on a particular party or on a particular MP, MLA based on your papa or on your father, your father is following some party ABCD, then you are following that one. This is not right. You should have sufficient idea that whom to vote, why I am choosing this particular political party, why I am choosing that particular MP, MLA. Based on your own knowledge, own education, then you need to cast your vote. Otherwise, don't go for vote. Okay. Otherwise, put on nota. None of the above. Okay. So basically, I asked you some question that how many states are there. So right now 20 states are there and union territory number is your 28. Now the question is coming, how this number is coming 28 and 8? Basically, if I'm just little bit, if I'm just talking about this particular state reorganization, so there was a state reorganization act. Based on that particular state reorganization act, our state has been made. So in the Australia, it is not like that. In Australia, the particular state, they are basically attached together, they are coming together and the United States of America is made. But in India, it is not like that. In India, number of provincial or British colonial and provincial states, it is basically by the help of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the particular state, it is accommodated in a particular region of India. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are doing basically, can I write here anything? 1 minute please. So basically what we are doing, number of states, it is basically India. First of all, it is India. When the freedom, India got freedom in 15th August 1947. After that, what happened? तो सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, आप तो नाम सुने होंगे सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल का, जिसको जो यूनिफिकेशन किया है इंडिया को. तो बेसिकली आयरन मैन ऑफ इंडिया और यूनिफिकेशन जो किया है तो सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल किया. तो इसमें जब इंडिया स्वाधीन नहीं हुआ था, फ्रीडम नहीं मिला था, उस टाइम मोर देन 550 प्रोविंशियल स्टेट था. ठीक है, 550 के ऊपर प्रोविंशियल स्टेट था और वही स्टेट सबको एक साथ मिला के यूनिफाइड करके इंडिया बनाया. बट यूनाइटेड स्टेट ऑफ अमेरिका में अलग अलग इंडिपेंडेंट कॉलोनी मिलके एक यूनाइटेड स्टेट ऑफ अमेरिका बनाया. So basically the United States of America, it is following federal structure. Okay, federal in nature. Okay, the constitution, but our constitution is quasi-federal, or you can say parliamentary form of government like UK. Okay, we are not exactly parliamentary form of government. There are some federal structure are there, research are there, but quasi-federal. That means we are following some mid path. ना ज्यादा पार्लियामेंट, ना ज्यादा पार्लियामेंट्री सिस्टम, ना ज्यादा फेडरल सिस्टम. क्या है, व्हाट इज फेडरल सिस्टम, व्हाट इज पार्लियामेंट्री सिस्टम, दैट विल बी डिस्कस आफ्टर व्हाट. तो यहाँ अभी जो बोलना चाहते, जो अभी हम right now जो what I am going to discuss here, देखो आर्टिकल 1 to 4 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया डील्स विद द इंडियन एंड इट्स टेरिटरी, ठीक है, इंडियन एंड इट्स टेरिटरी के ऊपर डील करता है आर्टिकल 1 to 4, और इसमें कोई भी स्टेट को तोड़ा जाएगा कि या फिर मान लो मार्च किया जाएगा, ये सब कुछ ये आर्टिकल 1 to 4 के अंदर है। नाउ दे व्हेन द इंडिया गॉट फ्रीडम, देन इतना सारा प्रोविंशियल स्टेट था, अब उसको यूनिफिकेशन किया गया, ठीक है, यूनिफिकेशन करके फिर क्या क्या चीज है, ABCD का किया गया, मतलब ABCD ऐसे करके सब पूरा, मतलब ए ब्रिटिश प्रोविंस हो गया, बी मान लो प्रोविंशियल स्टेट हो गया, सी मान लो यूनियन टेरिटरी हो गया, ठीक है, और डी मान लो कि अंडमान निकोबार द्वीपपुंज, जो सब अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड, ऐसे करके था। बट क्या हुआ इन 1953, state reorganization commission was set up under the chairmanship of Fazl Ali and basically H.N. Kunzru, actually H.N. Kunzru, Fazl Ali and Ken Panikkar. Okay, they were basically the other member of the Ken Panikkar and H.N. Kunzru, other member of that particular commission. Okay, so state reorganization commission was set up in 1953. Now what happened? The commission submitted its report in 1955 and broadly accepted the language as the basis of the reorganization of the state. Means if I am just bifurcating, if I am just dividing two states, then the state should be based on the language. But this concept was rejected. Okay, this theory was rejected. ओके, वन लैंग्वेज वन स्टेट ऐसा थ्योरी नहीं था, ठीक है। तो इसमें बहुत कोई बोला है कि इसमें इंडिया का जो है वो डिवाइडेशन रूल हो जाएगा, मतलब ये यूनिटी नहीं रहेगा। एंड देन इट्स व्यू वाज इन द यूनिटी ऑफ द इंडिया शुड बी रिगार्डेड एज द प्राइमरी कंसिडरेशन इन एनी रीड्रॉइंग ऑफ द कंट्रीज पॉलिटिकल यूनिट। तो अगर मान लो यूनाइट रहना है तो इस बेसिस में मत किया करो, ऐसा बोला गया था। देन व्हाट हैपेंड इन इट सजेस्टेड द रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ 27 स्टेट ऑफ वेरियस कैटेगरीज इन 16 स्टेट एंड 3 यूनियन टेरिटरी। फिर बोला गया कि रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन होके फिर जो 16 स्टेट मतलब 27 स्टेट मतलब जो पहले बोला गया कि रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन होगा, और इसके बाद जो अभी जो प्रोविंशियल स्टेट है और ब्रिटिश कॉलोनी है सब कुछ तोड़ के फिर 16 स्टेट और 3 यूनियन टेरिटरी बनेगा। फिर क्या हुआ, मतलब पहले 27 था, उसके बाद ये होगा। फिर क्या हुआ, द स्टेट रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक्ट 1956 was passed by parliament to give effect to the recommendation of the commission with certain minor modification। मीन्स 16 जो है वो 14 हो गया, मतलब फ्रॉम 16 to 14 एंड 3 यूनियन टेरिटरी से 6 यूनियन टेरिटरी हो गया। सो एज पर नवंबर 1st 1956 there was 16 state and 6 union territory. This is the journey what we are witnessing. Okay, so this is the first journey. कितना स्टेट था 1 नवंबर 1956 में? There was 14 स्टेट, 14 स्टेट था और 6 यूनियन टेरिटरी बना। ओके, नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज कमिंग दैट राइट नाउ there are 28 स्टेट एंड 8 यूनियन टेरिटरी, हाउ इट इज कमिंग, इजंट इट? तो देखो हमारा इंडिया में हम रहते हैं तो थोड़ा बहुत तो जानकारी होना चाहिए कि कैसे ये हो रहा है कि 14 स्टेट और 6 यूनियन टेरिटरी। तो बेसिकली 1956 के बाद आफ्टर 1956 क्या हुआ, 1960 में आके और एक स्टेट बन गया। सो गुजरात में बिकेम द 15 स्टेट which is basically bifurcated from the Bombay। तो पहले बॉम्बे था, ये बॉम्बे, ठीक है। तो इन 1960 लैंग्वेज के बेसिस में, so the bilingual state of Bombay was divided into Maharashtra and Gujarat, and Gujarat became the 15th state of the Indian Union. Okay, so 14 state कौन हो गया? महाराष्ट्र, and Gujarat became 15 state. तो अभी 1960 में कितना फिगर हो गया? 15 state and 6 union territory. Then in 1961 the Portuguese ruled. बेसिकली पोर्तुगीज जो है सबसे पहले इंडिया में आया था, जो आप जानते होंगे, और सबसे बाद में यही गया, ठीक है। तो बेसिकली 19 पोर्तुगीज रूल दिस बेसिकली टेरिटरी इज दादरा एंड नगर हवेली बेसिकली दिस टेरिटरी इट इज रूल्ड बाय पोर्तुगीज until the its liberation in 1954 तक ये रूल करता था यहाँ पर। फिर उसके बाद क्या हुआ? 10th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट आया 1966 में। देन दादरा एंड नगर हवेली बिकेम द फर्स्ट यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया। सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। दादरा एंड नगर हवेली बिकेम द यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया in 1961 by the help of 10th constitutional amendment act। देखो आर्टिकल 368 जो है, in this particular article under part 20 एक रूल, मतलब आप अमेंड कर सकते हो, संशोधन, करेक्शन कर सकते हो। कोई भी अगर संविधान में कुछ करना है तो you can amend that particular constitution by the help of some special majority. It may be special majority, it may be simple majority, it may be anything else. So there are lots of majority that will be discussed afterwards, but ये जान लो कि आपका अमेंडमेंट करके इसको बनाया गया था। नेक्स्ट 1961 में एक दो और काम हुआ था। एक हो गया था गोवा और एक हो गया था दमन एंड दीव। तो गोवा जो है इस टाइम 1961 में फर्स्ट यूनियन टेरिटरी बना था। सॉरी, फर्स्ट नहीं, मतलब और एक यूनियन टेरिटरी बना था, वो पहले स्टेट नहीं था। फिर 1987 में जाके स्टेट बनाया। ओके, तो क्या बोला? इंडिया एक्वायर गोवा एंड दमन एंड दीव, these basically 3 territories from the Portuguese by means of police action in 1961. So in 1961 ये जो गोवा देख रहे हो, गोवा और यहाँ पर दमन दीव है, ठीक है, गुजरात के यहाँ पर दीव और यहाँ पर दमन। तो बेसिकली in 1961 Goa, Daman and Diu were added as Union Territory of India by the 12th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1962। ये आपको थोड़ा याद रखना है। 62 में ये हो गया गोवा, दमन एंड दीव यूनियन टेरिटरी। लेटर क्या हुआ? 1987 हम बोले गोवा क्या हुआ? स्टेट बन गया, दमन दीव एज ए सेपरेट यूनियन टेरिटरी बन गया, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट पुडुचेरी आया 1962 में। In 1962, Pondicherry or Puducherry, it was ruled by the French till 1954, and it includes 4 districts. क्या क्या डिस्ट्रिक्ट है? पुडुचेरी, कराईकल, माहे एंड इनम। तो ये जो पुडुचेरी आंध्र प्रदेश में एक है पुडुचेरी, यहाँ पर तमिलनाडु और यहाँ पर है, ठीक है, 2, और यहाँ पर केरला में एक है, ठीक है। तो 2 अलग अलग जगह में है, 3 स्टेट मिला के ये पुडुचेरी है। तो 4 डिस्ट्रिक्ट है यहाँ पर, ठीक है, पुडुचेरी, कराईकल, माहे, यानम। तो ये 1962 का घटना है। फ्रॉम 1954 to 1964 it remained as Acquired Territory, and by the 14th Constitutional Amendment Act 1962 it was made Union Territory of India. So that is you need to remember। अब देखो जो हमें जो 28 बनाना है, तो देखो तो क्या हो गया? 15 स्टेट बन गया गुजरात, और बाकी सब यूनियन टेरिटरी बन रहे हैं। अब देखो 1963 में 16 स्टेट बन गया जो नागालैंड है। So Nagaland becomes 16th state of India, and the state of Nagaland Act 1962 was formed the new state of Nagaland with effect from 1st February 1964, comprising the territory of Naga Hill, and यहाँ पर जो नागा हिल है और क्या है? ट्वेंगसंग एरिया है, ट्वेंगसंग एरिया, ठीक है। वो जो है एरिया, दिस एरिया बेसिकली विच वाज प्रीवियसली एज ट्राइबल एरिया इन द 6th शेड्यूल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर्मिंग पार्ट ऑफ असम। बेसिकली 6th शेड्यूल बोल के एक शेड्यूल है, बाद में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे क्या है शेड्यूल। तो यहाँ पर 1963 में 16 स्टेट बन गया नागालैंड एज 16 स्टेट ऑफ इंडिया। नेक्स्ट 17 स्टेट के बारे कौन है? हरियाणा। तो हरियाणा एंड चंडीगढ़ इन 1966 में क्या हुआ देखो, इन 1966 पंजाब वाज बाइफरकेटेड। बाइफरकेट मतलब डिवाइड होना। देखो डिवाइड होना मतलब इक्वल पार्ट में दो डिवाइड होना, और बाइफरकेट मतलब ये इक्वल हो सकता है, इक्वल भी नहीं हो सकता है। ओके, so in 1966 Punjab was bifurcated to create Haryana as the 17th state and Chandigarh as union territory। तो यहाँ पर पंजाब को तोड़ के, पंजाब तो ऐसे है, हरियाणा और चंडीगढ़ बना, ठीक है। और हरियाणा, पंजाब, चंडीगढ़ सबका राजधानी कहाँ पर है? चंडीगढ़। So in 1966 this happening। now आ गया 18 हिमाचल प्रदेश इन 1971, जब बांग्लादेश वार हो रहा था उस टाइम। इन 1971 हिमाचल प्रदेश was upgraded from the status of the Indian territory to that of the state by the State of Himachal Pradesh Act। 1970 में एक स्टेट ऑफ हिमाचल प्रदेश एक्ट आया था, जिसमें 1971 में 18 स्टेट ऑफ इंडिया जो बन गया कौन? हिमाचल प्रदेश। कमिंग टू 1972, in 1972 Manipur became 19th state, Tripura became 20th state and Meghalaya became 21st state। so MTM, okay, MTM ऐसे याद रखना, MTM मणिपुर, त्रिपुरा, मेघालय। now in 1972 the two states of Manipur and Tripura and the sub-state of Meghalaya got statehood, and thus Manipur, Tripura and Meghalaya became 19th, 20th and 21st state of the India respectively। अब ये तो हो गया 21st तक। अब 22nd कौन होगा? ये तो भैया सिक्किम बनेगा। इन 1975 सिक्किम became 22nd state of the इंडिया। बेसिकली ये यहाँ पर देखो 35th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट आया था एक, और 36th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट आया था। उस वहां पर जाके ये 35th जो है ये 1974 में आया था, और 36 जो है यहाँ पर 1975 आया था, 1975, और फुल फ्लेज स्टेट बन गया था सिक्किम। तो बेसिकली what happened during British rule, Sikkim was a Indian state ruled by चोगेल सब्जेक्ट। ओके, चोगेल डिनास्टी बोल के एक डिनास्टी था यहाँ पर। तो वो चोगेल सब्जेक्ट टू द ब्रिटिश पैरामाउंसी, एंड सिक्किम गॉट द स्टेट स्टेटस ऑफ एन एसोसिएटेड स्टेट इन 1974 बाय द 35th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 1974, and Sikkim got the statehood of a full-fledged state in 1975 by the 36th Constitution Amendment Act of 1975। तो ये हो गया सिक्किम के बारे में टोटल डिस्कशन। नाउ 23rd जो स्टेट बनेगा वो मिजोरम, 24th अरुणाचल प्रदेश, 25th गोवा। So in 1987 this was the thing that Mizoram got statehood in 1986। Earlier by the Act of 1971, Mizoram was provided a status of Union Territory, and what happened then is Arunachal Pradesh, a Union Territory, was given the status of the state by the state of Arunachal Pradesh Act in 1986, and Goa became the 25th state of the India। So 23rd is Mizoram, 24th is Arunachal Pradesh, 25th is Goa। After that what happened? After that अब देखो 1987 के बाद 2000 में आ गया, 3 राज्य बना यहाँ पर। तो in 2000 in the year 2000 Chhattisgarh became 26th number of state, so it became the 26th state of India on 1st November 2000. Okay, 1st November 2000 छत्तीसगढ़ बना. फिर आ गया 9 नवंबर 2000 में कौन बना? उत्तराखंड. अब छत्तीसगढ़ कहाँ से बना? मध्य प्रदेश से बना ना. So from Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh become the 26th state. From Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand become 27 state in 2009 November 2000, and Jharkhand become 28 state on 15 November 2000. So 15 नवंबर 2000 तक कितना स्टेट था? 28 स्टेट एंड 7 यूनियन टेरिटरी. याद रखना. तो अब आएगा कौन? 2014 2nd जून तेलंगाना बिकम 29 स्टेट. ओके, 29 स्टेट तेलंगाना जो आंध्र प्रदेश से डिवाइड होके बाइफरकेटेड होके बन गया. So this is the 29 state Telangana. So right up to 22nd June 2014, 29 state and 7 union territory. Okay, then what happened? Then Jammu and Kashmir, ये जो है ये स्टेट से निकाल के इसको यूनियन टेरिटरी बनाया गया. 2 यूनियन टेरिटरी, एक लद्दाख और एक जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. ये कब बनाया गया? ये 31st October 2019. Jammu and Kashmir, the Article 370 was bifurcated and by Article 370 was eliminated, was basically deleted from the Constitution, and and after that what happened? There was 28 state and 9 union territory as per 31st October 2019. Okay, so 31st October इसलिए किया गया क्योंकि सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल का कुछ स्पेशल दिन है. कुछ क्या है थोड़ा बाद में बता देना, ठीक है. अब इसके बाद क्या होगा? फिर इसके बाद आफ्टर दैट 26 जनवरी 2020 इसमें क्या हुआ? जो दादरा नगर हवेली एंड दमन एंड दीव इसको मार्च किया गया. मार्च, आप लोगों को पता नहीं, that means if you know or no, I don't know, and this basically information is well known to you or not, but there was a merger of Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. So right now 28 state and 8 union territory. Okay, so this is how the state is basically formed. So I hope it is clear. Any question you can ask me. Then if not, then I am coming to my topic here, introduction of the Constitution. Okay, so I hope it is clear. And now I am just talking about the introduction of the Constitution. Here basically Constitution क्या है? सबसे पहले in earlier in ancient history there was not anything. That means there was not Constitution. Only there was religion. Okay, so you can see religion versus Constitution. Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, Jainism, ऐसे करके सारा के सारा धर्म का लोग था. ठीक है, तो देयर वाज रिलीजियन नॉट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बाद में आया. क्या बोलता है? ये जो अगर हिंदू है तो ब्राह्मणी, इस्लाम है तो मौलवी, या क्रिश्चियन है तो फादर, ये जो पोप है, तो ये लोग पहले रूल करता था. तो इनिशियली द राजा, द किंग, they basically obeying, they basically abide by basically this particular religion, the head of the religion. ये लोग राजा जो है, ये जो पुरोहित जो है उसको बात सुनता था कि ऐसे ऐसे करना चाहिए, ऐसे ऐसे होना चाहिए. And you know that basically based on that particular religion, everyone they are following that particular religion. तो ऐसे करके एक बोला जाता है कि सारा की सारा रूल्स रेगुलेशन सब रिलीजियन लोग करता था. रिलीजियन मतलब ब्राह्मण लोग. ठीक है. देन बाद में क्या हुआ? after that exploitation appear, मतलब रिलीजियन के नाम पे इतना सारा लूटा जा रहा है गरीब लोगों को कि अल्टीमेटली व्हाट हैपेंड कि ये धर्म और रिलीजन को अलग करना पड़ेगा। सेपरेशन ऑफ रिलीजन एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बोले तो कि ये धर्म के नाम पे देखो, पहले अगर देखते हैं तो वेस्टर्न कल्चर में जो पोप है, रोम में आप देखे होंगे, ठीक है, तो जो पोप है वो जो बोलेगा वही है। तो इसके धर्म के नाम पे बहुत सारा टैक्स वसूल किया जाता था। दैट मीन्स दे आर कलेक्टिंग लॉट्स ऑफ टैक्स फ्रॉम बाय द help of the by the umbrella of the religion, and the common people they are exploiting by this particular religion, this particular your delegates of the religion. So basically there was misuse of the religion. That is why the particular objection was there. That means the common people they protested to separate the religion and constitution, and इसके बाद अलग से हो गया constitution, क्योंकि if you are just making, you are manufacturing some pen, then if you want to manufacture a large scale, if you want to manufacture some pen of 1 lakh or 2 lakh, then there must be some rules regulation. That means you can't spread out lots of carbon dioxide pollution, and also there must be some regulation on the worker. What are the salaries they are giving to their your laborer? Okay, so their labor basically there must be some rules regulation. So रूल्स रेगुलेशन जहाँ पर है वहाँ पर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, ठीक है
सर।
तो ये ओके, हाँ, यस
স্যার আড়াইটা থেকে ক্লাস আছে স্যার।
হ্যাঁ
স্যার আমাদের ক্লাস আছে 2:30।
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm too late হয়ে যাও। Okay, so basically, okay, I'm ending the meeting here. Basically, the separation of constitution. After that, there was written constitution and unwritten constitution. So written constitution means जहाँ पर constitution written है, ठीक है, and unwritten means वहाँ पर लिखा नहीं है। वैसे यूके का constitution unwritten constitution, इंडिया का constitution written constitution. So this is the end of the lecture, first lecture. I hope it is clear. Introduction of the polity constitution. Next class will be discussing any another topic. So till then, okay, I hope it is clear, and anyone who is not getting as present, then you can tell me. That means anyone come later. No. Okay, so I hope it is clear, and this basically lecture, it is available in my YouTube channel, that is your DM Study Center. You can follow that particular YouTube channel so that you will be getting more clarity on this particular constitution of India. So today up to this, thank you.
Thank you, sir.